the minutes.
Second.
Do we have any questions? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Councilman Hamilton Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Mayor Jackson Hicks.
Yes,
We have 5 ayes.
motion passes. Item 5, approval of a proposed agenda. I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposed agenda.
So move.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Eastern, seconded by Councilwoman June Hamilton Dean. Do we have any questions?
Question.
Councilman Eastern?
Under new business, I need to make a presentation. I don't see them here this is, but I want to add them just in case they don't.
Okay,
That's attorney order, Omega South.
okay.
So we can
Under new
make,
business.
under new business, we can make that, that would be.
So we're adding. You're adding that to your motion,
Yes.
and Councilwoman, are you accepting that in a second?
Yes.
Okay. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Councilman Hamilton Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Mayor Jackson Hicks.
Yes.
We have 5 ayes.
Motion passes. Item 6, we have reports of the Public Works Committee, Councilman Robert Eastern III.
Thank you, Mayor. 6A is a presentation of a resolution for the mayor and city council to enter approve the option to renew traffic signal maintenance agreement in the city of East St. Louis. 6B is a presentation of resolution for the mayor and city council to approve the supplemental to the annual motor fuel tax plan. 6C is a presentation of resolution for the mayor and city council to enter agreement with St. Clair County Intergovernmental Grants Department with CDB funds for the continuation of St. Louis Avenue project from 10th Street to 29th Street. I'd like to move to approve of items 6A and C.
It's been moved by Councilman Eastern, seconded by Councilman Mosley. Do we have any questions?
When's that gonna start, Mayor?
The CDBG project? The date, you talking about the CDBG project?
I think it's gonna start in the spring, Council Mosley.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have any further questions? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Councilman Hamilton Dean.
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Mayor Jackson Hicks.
Yes.
We have 5 ayes.
Motion passes. Item 7, we have reports of the Finance Committee, Councilwoman June Hamilton Dean.
Item 7A, presentation of an annual report from the city treasurer for the year ending December 31st, 2015. Item B, presentation of an ordinance for the mayor and city council to convey parcel number 02-18.0-117-037 to the Catherine Dunham Center for Community Development. Item 7C, presentation of an ordinance for the mayor and city council to convey parcels number 02-180.0-403-032 and 033 to the Arthur Johnson Foundation. Item 7D, presentation of an ordinance for the mayor and city council to convey parcels number 02-160.0-106-005 to the St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church for Community Development. Item 7E, presentation of an ordinance for the mayor and city council to convey parcels number 01-25-0-102-031 to the Greater Liberty Church of God in Christ for Community Development. Item 7F, presentation of an ordinance approving a lease and maintenance renewal agreement with Conica Minolta Business Solutions USA Incorporated for the lease and maintenance of copiers. I'd like to move for approval.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilwoman June Hamilton Dean. Is this for
A through,
A through F?
yes.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilwoman June Hamilton Dean, seconded by Councilman Mosley. Do we have any questions? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilman Mosley.
Yes.
Councilman Hamilton Dean.
Yes.
Councilman Eastern.
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood.
Yes.
Mayor Jackson Hicks.
Yes.
We have 5 ayes.
Motion passes. Item 8, we have reports of the Public Safety Committee, Councilwoman Latoya Greenwood.
Thank you, Mayor. Item 8A, presentation of regulatory affairs business license applications. There are none. Item 8B, presentation of an ordinance rescinding ordinance number 16-10008, regulating alarm systems within the city of East St. Louis. Item 8C, presentation of an ordinance regulating alarm systems within the city of East St. Louis. I would like to make a motion to approve items 8A, B, and C.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilwoman Greenwood, seconded by Councilman Mosley. Do we have any questions? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilman Mosley.
Yes.
Councilman Hamilton Dean.
Yes.
Councilman Eastern.
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood.
Yes.
Mayor Jackson Hicks.
Yes.
We have 5 ayes.
Motion passes. Item 9, we have reports of the Community Development Committee. Councilman Mosley, I will be taking this committee. Item 9A, presentation of an ordinance for the Mayor and City Council to enter into a redevelopment agreement with Harvest Market for a retail new grocery store. Item B, presentation of an ordinance for the Mayor and City Council to vacate Gady Avenue between 9th Street and 10th Street in the city of East St. Louis. And item C, presentation of an ordinance for the Mayor and City Council to convey parcels 01-130-415-001 and 003-004 and 005 to the Harvest Marketplace LLC developers for economic development. I'd like to make a motion for the approval of items 9A, B, and C.
Second.
It's been moved by myself, seconded by Councilman Eastern. Do you have any questions? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Councilman Mosley.
Yes.
Councilman Hamilton Dean.
Yes.
Councilman Eastern.
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood.
Yes.
Mayor Jackson Hicks.
Yes.
You got 5 ayes.
Motion passes. Item 10, we have any old business at this time? Item 11, any new business? We do have new business. We have 11A, a presentation from Ms. Kelly Greenwood Tucker.
Good afternoon. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated East St. Louis Alumni Chapter, we will be hosting our 5th annual citywide Easter egg hunt. It will be held on Saturday, March 19th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Kenneth Hall Park in East St. Louis. The Easter egg hunt is for children ages 4 to 12 years old, and I do have handouts for you. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly, for making us aware of the Easter egg hunt. Omega Psi fraternity is not here. So at this time, I know the city manager is not here. Ms. Phillips, do you have any comments in place of city?
No, ma'am, I spoke for her, and she didn't have any comments for the next meeting.
Okay. Item 13, do we have any city council comments?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Go on, Bob.
I got one comment, and I don't, forgive me, because I don't know if you guys mentioned it before I came to the meeting. I just want to take a brief moment of silence for the kid that was killed on State Street, or 38th and State today, or last night. So let's just take a brief moment of silence for that child that lost his life. Thank you. In relationship to that, I was out there today, and I spoke with the family and some of the residents, and it was some things that was brought to my attention that, you know, as we making at a moment of silence, you know, kind of emotional, you know, when it comes to, you know, the kid lost his life, you know, I don't know if anybody understand what happened. Somebody, a kid got struck, got drugged down the street, lay in the street for about 30 to 45 minutes. The cars was just passing by this child. I would like to hope that East St. Louis hasn't become that disheartened, you know, where they couldn't see a helpless child laying in the middle of the street, dying. But, you know, that's what happened. And also in relationship to that, you know, the family members were very upset about the response time of the police department as well as the ambulance. You know, obviously we don't have any control of the ambulance services, but it took 30, 45 minutes before they said there was a response for any emergency services. You know, I understand that we are I understand that we're shorthanded and stuff like that, but you know, that really hurts. You know, to see an innocent baby lose his life, you know, for a reckless robbery at one, and then for the response time that took so long to get there, you know, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. I understand we're short staffed, and I understand that, you know, we're over budget, under budget, you know, and stuff like that, but this is a child's life, you know, and nobody in East St. Louis, or I'm not gonna reframe my statement, the residents or whoever drove past this baby and saw this baby laying in the street and didn't stop. Where are we going as a city, you know, where people can do that? I don't understand that. I mean, and I'm just venting right now because I'm emotionally and I'm upset, you know, because I have children as my council candidates, and, you know, and some of us, you know, doesn't matter, that was your kid that was laying in the street. You know, I would like to hope, because, you know, there was some statements made by media, you know, that was there. You know, of course, it wasn't done on camera, or, you know, they were saying, you know, and it made East St. shed another bad light on East St. Louis as a whole. You know, so I just implore us to try to do better as a city and try to do better as citizens and as a people. You know, that was just, it was really disheartening. I mean, it was, you know, those people were really upset. You know, I just, you know, I'm just lost for words. You know, so again, Chief, you know, please, let's try to do a better job in responding. I know we're shorthanded. You know, go ahead. Yeah.
Chief, I was gonna ask the chief if he would come forward and actually speak to this issue.
Also, my sentiments exactly, I just got through talking to the family outside in reference to this. And once again, like Councilman said, we got citizens that passed right by this kid. Now, I did check the response time. We actually got the call at 6:30. Officers were dispatched at 6:33. Due to the rain, the officer got there at 6:36. I got there about 6:40, maybe 6:45. The ambulance was on scene, and the child was in the car. Actually, the person that called 911 is the person that blocked the road. Right. There were people that were there that actually didn't call 911. There were cars that saw it prior to this car getting here that didn't call 911. And those were some of the same people that were standing there, you know, that pretty much said, hey, it took this time to get here, but none of them called the police. And I just clarified that. At the end of the day, it's still sad, because you still have citizens of this community that can just drive by and not even try to help. One thing I wanted to, for you all, Crime Stoppers have offered a $5,000 reward. It's anonymous if anybody calls. You can do it online. They'll be going live here shortly. And if anybody has any information, our detective is working right now. As a matter of fact, Detective Hicks, he's been out working, Detective McClellan all day long, Sergeant Nance and myself. We went out trying to locate some video footage in the area, and we need any information we can get. because at the end of the day, this is unacceptable and it can't be tolerated. It can't be tolerated.
Do we know the direction the car was coming from?
Based on what we're looking at, the car looks like it was traveling eastbound.
So did we check the 25th Street cameras?
We checked, actually it happened at 33rd.
I understand,
We checked,
but to get that
we went
speed.
from, they went from 25th Street up to 38th Street. And, so far, it's a business we gotta go by tomorrow, that sits right there at 37th Street.
Right.
Because we want to get weather, because even though we don't get the area where it possibly happened, we could possibly get, like you said, of course, speeding off and speeding up.
Or at least those cars that were going through that intersection, because there's not too many streets you can come.
You can come
You
up.
can't even pull off the street and get to that speed.
Yes, sir.
So, the other thing, like he said, we have to do better here. I don't understand this, how, you know, if our response time is slow, I witnessed an accident myself on the one I asked you about already. I don't care how short-handed we are, our citizens deserve better. And we have to do a better job, especially when our babies are out here being ran down and everyone's looking the other way and no one's calling in. It is a sad state, a sad day for East St. Louis.
Thank you, Chief. Do we have any more comments from City Council as it pertains to this issue?
You know, Amika, I called in at 6:40 to 911. Pat Thornton called in at 6:31. And she was on the street. It was cars lined up down State Street. And grant you, people were calling. I don't know how many calls the dispatcher got. But I know what time I called. And it was 6:52 when I saw, 5, 6 police cars at one time?
Okay.
So I don't know what time they recorded, but I know what I did and what I saw. And the time it was like 10 after 7 when I saw the ambulance. Now maybe my watch is fast. I don't know, but I'm telling you, those are my times.
Okay.
And I stay on Post Place.
And
Those times I heard.
we will take more citizens' comments under citizens' comments, so just hold on just a minute there. We just wanna take the time out also to send our condolences to the family. I'm sure we'll be doing that personally as well, but, it's just a sad situation. So, do we have any more city council comments at this time?
Mayor, was he going to school, on the way to school?
No.
No, it was later in the evening, after school.
Or after school?
Clerk.
Now, in good faith, since people think we are so cold-hearted or something, I would like to ask the council, can we do something among the elected officials to contribute towards the funeral? Because you don't know people's financial situations and insurance.
I'm leading that effort already.
Okay. So just let me know.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Do we have any more city council comments at this time? I didn't get under old business, but I would like to ask the question about, the public service access points, where we are with that.
Okay. In reference to, your question last week, in reference to the, PSAPs and everything, we have met, myself, the chief, Chief Blackman. We didn't get a chance to meet with the ESDA director, but we have a report and I'll be providing it to Ms. Bell so she can provide it to the council, first thing in the morning. You guys will have that report.
Okay, and have you spoken with, I wanted you guys to speak with some of the surrounding communities who've already done a feasibility study?
We did, we reached out to them. We, also reached out to the company who actually provided the feasibility study. for Fairview Heights and O'Fallon. So all of that information will be in in the report tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
At this time, we're gonna go to citizens' comments. We have Ms. Dorothy Joshua as first, Mr. Lucius Jones, Ms. Lily Butler, Mr. Gary Wallace, and I saw one extra hand. Ms. Samuels, Shirley Samuels. So we're gonna start with Ms. Dorothy Joshua.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, and citizens. I had it written down what I was gonna say, but, with that boy being hit, it just changed my whole agenda around. Thank you, Councilman Eastern, for, bringing that up, because that is very important, to acknowledge that. What I would like to say with that is that you all are council. You all are leaders of this community. That means that you all have the ability to do stuff and get things done. When you fight among yourself, I know Councilman Mosley sometimes vote no, against the mayor, but Councilman Mosley, you're not hurting the mayor, you're hurting the citizens of this community. We cannot hold her accountable if you all don't sit together and work it out. You go into executive session and work it out when there has come a pay raise, or you want to give money to a political person, so you can sit down and work out things for the good of the citizens. Now, and yeah, the citizen is the citizens are what you all have made them become. You all are heartless and cold against hiring more police officers. There's only 44 police officers that's in the city. So when you break them up on shift, you can tell how many officers are on duty and stuff. It's a really strain on the police officers. It's really a strain on the fire department. And I came here because there was a fire. My neighbor's house was on fire last week. And it took the firemen, I'm on 79th Street. The firehouse is on 74th Street. It took 15-20 minutes for them to make it to 74th Street to 79th Street. The man was hollering help. It's a good thing that the neighbor next door was getting ready for dialysis and heard him hollering help, because he had to have bars on his house to keep safe. We don't have enough police protection, so people are barred up in their house, which increases the risk of them being burned alive in their residence. But I'm sure you all don't have no problem with none of the issues that the citizens are concerned with. And I was looking at the city personnel. I know I have 3 minutes, I'm gonna end this. The city of East St. Louis have 154 employees. Why in the hell is 234 employees on the list? That means somebody didn't take the time to delete the employees out, unless they are still collecting a check and not coming to work, because they show 154 employees with 67 residing in the city. But when I manually counted all of them, it was 234, which is 80 too many on here. So you come to work, they come to work every day and they don't do their job. And then we got 16 of them making over $90,000 a year. It seems like their salary can be cut. Nobody in this city should make over $50,000 a year for the services that the citizens give. And it seemed like to me, with 16 employees making over $90,000, their salary can be cut to add some more police and fire. Because people are dying not only in the streets, they're dying in their house that are all barred up to try to keep their property safe.
Thank you, Ms. Joshua.
Let me say something, Ms. Joshua.
Councilman Mosley.
Ms. Joshua, thank you for making that speech. But, I don't know, you said that I voted against the mayor. Do you know the reason why?
No, I don't.
You ought to ask me instead of just telling me. Now, again, you come in here and you be wrong a lot of time. Most of the time you're wrong when you come in here. You chew it out, butt out, and you don't even know what's going on yourself.
It's my opinion.
No, I know it, but you shouldn't go with opinion. You should know facts. You shouldn't accuse the city of doing things if you don't know what's going on. You
I
can.
have a FOIA request. I do FOIA requests, I research, I find out.
They are
I
wrong.
find out.
They are wrong. They are wrong.
Well,
They are wrong.
long as I get facts from the city, then that's what I go by.
Well, when you was talking, I didn't say a word.
Ms. Joshua,